Are you sick and tired of getting targeted because you're the low CP? Are you tired of the PV ears making fun of you because you don't have high enough CP to do a lot of damage? Well, you've come to the right video. Cue the intro. The first thing I recommend is have as many characters above level 50 as you can, so you can get CP a lot easier by doing the random normals. So I have 11 out of 11. You can have a max with 18 characters. Just try to make sure you have as many characters as you possibly can above level 50. Okay, before you start jumping into the random normals every day, you want to make sure you have training gear. Now, if you're under 160, just get like low level training gear, like CP 10 training gear or something. If you're above 160, make sure you have some 160 training gear, and if you have enough materials, make it gold for the long run. Now, I recommend having 2 damage sets on, and what you're going to want to do is, so you don't have to queue as a DPS and wait long queues, you could just queue as a healer. So what I recommend doing is have like an Inferno Staff front bar, dual wield front bar or something, like the damage on the front bar, and then back bar, just have a Resto Staff, a training Resto Staff, have 2 heals on it. So when you queue as a healer, it's just a random normal. You don't need like the greatest heals in the world. So you just run Resto Staff and throw them some heals sometimes when they need it. So you can get a quick queue. It's a lot faster than waiting out the DPS queue, which can take forever. Okay, now XP potions. This is really important when you're grinding up CP because you want to make sure you have some XP pots. Now there's 3 different kind of potions. There's a 50% one, 100% one, and 150% one. Now this ranges in prices. If you have a lot of gold, then you could just buy the really expensive ones and make this go by a lot faster. Also, I would recommend having the provisioning passives because they are actually really OP. So there's a provisioning passive that increases your duration of your drink by 20 minutes. So that means your potion, your XP potion, if you have it. It doesn't count for like the XP scrolls. If you have those, don't count towards that. But towards the potions you could buy from like traders and stuff, it counts towards that and gives it an extra 20 minutes on the drink. So definitely get that provisioning passive. But the 3 types of XP potions are the Sigic Ambrosia, the Ethereal Ambrosia, and the Mythical Ambrosia. So I would recommend starting small if you have to. If you have enough gold, you could just buy the expensive stuff, but definitely get yourself some XP pots. Okay, so we're on the last boss. Now I don't pop a potion until the boss is low health. Let's see how much XP we get from one run with the training gear, gold training gear, and only a 50% XP scroll. That's all I had on me. So this is only a 50% XP scroll. You can get more if you have better potions. Okay, so we got 164,000 from that one run. Now this is not counting all the ads I've killed. I think the total is 184,000 XP. So if you add that up on 10 characters a day, 8 characters a day, 18 characters a day if you have the max, then you're getting a lot of XP a day and you're getting a bunch of transmutes from doing the random normal. So I recommend doing this every day if you can on all your characters, just to get the transmutes and get all of the XP. So if you do this on 8 characters, that's about 1.3 mil. If you do this on 18 characters, it's about 3 mil XP. So definitely make sure you do your random normals every day on all your characters. Next up, we have daily crafting writs. Now this doesn't give you a crazy amount of XP, but it's really good to do this every day because it just gives you a consistent flow of XP and materials to make gold to buy XP pots or to buy anything you need. This is just a consistent way to get gold. Now if you want to know how to get your skill lines maxed on like blacksmithing, clothing, provisioning, alchemy, enchanting, woodworking, all that, let me know in the comments below and I can make a video on that and how to boost them up to 50 really quick so you can do the really good crafting writs a day. So I got 28,000 from doing all my crafting writs. So if you do this daily, that's another like 300,000 a day if you have 10 characters or something like that. So definitely do your writs every day and get your mats and all that. The good old fashioned way, grinding XP. Now this is probably the most boring method in my opinion of getting CP, but it's also the most effective. If you can put a bunch of time and just no life the hell out of this, you can get really high CP really fast. So our first grind spot is the good old Sky Reach. You're gonna need 2 people to do this so you can reset the dungeon on a consistent basis. But the XP is pretty good in here. I think it's one of the best. I don't think it's the best. I think Black Rose Prison is the best. But this is up there for a good old 2-player farm. But my overall favorite spot to grind is the good old Riven Spire. Now sometimes questers will come through and start killing all the ads and mess up the grind. But if you just stay there consistently, you can pick up items, you can decon them to get your blacksmith clothing up and your woodworking. So just know that you could pick up items and go decon them whenever you want at this grind spot, unlike Skyreach. So you can also sell the items if your blacksmithing clothing is already maxed and all that. So this is just an overall great grind spot. You get really good XP here, and you can decon stuff, and you can make gold from selling the items if you already don't need to decon them. So Rivenspire is probably my top grind spot in the game for grinding CP. But that is it for the video. I appreciate you guys watching. If you can leave a thumbs up on the video, it helps out a lot. If you can subscribe, I'm trying to get 1K before the end of the year, hopefully. But yeah, that's just a simplified video of how to get CP. That's how I get CP. That's how I've been doing it for years. I'm probably on my 4th account right now with 1500 CP. So it's really not that bad to get CP. If you just put it into your brain that you just want to get as much CP as you possibly can, just go for it, grind it. Good luck, and goodbye, everybody. I love you.
Lights they flicker and the candles glitter like you're in a thriller. Heart goes pound, pound, pound. Ghostly figures, they can get so bitter. Sure you want to enter, you can turn back now. You don't